Go into video and it starts recording like it is right now. JonnyPink, Hahn Park again today, and today I am shooting Canon's 200 to 800, and make sure I'm not hitting that mic, and the 100 to 500 with the 1.4 extender, and they are on the R8, Canon's R8. This is Canon's full frame, entry-level full frame. I'm impressed. Is it perfect? Gosh, no. Is it the same as my R3? No. Is it the same as the R6, the newest R6? No, but it's really impressive and it's affordable. I'm having a lot of fun with it, so I'm going between both lenses. Hummingbirds, I was expecting a lot more, but for whatever reason, it's just kind of calm and quiet, and that is quite all right, man. I'm gonna try and get out and shoot some more dragonflies later today. And some butterflies tomorrow, and maybe some damselflies and all kinds of things. But for right now, let me share some of the things that I have shot with you And some of the observations that I've made, I won't know until I've shot it and shot it and shot it and shot it. And even still, I'm changing settings as I go, learning where some of the controls are, which are similar to the R50. I have to still learn where some of those controls are. So check this out. Let me share some stuff with you, and I'm going to go back to shooting over here. I'm using a lot of single point and also the eye tracking. So on the back over here, there's a couple of buttons. This one I have set for single point and to catch the focus. And I do use manual focus as well. I like manual focus. I have it slowed down just a little bit to minimize some of that rolling shutter. Yes, it does have rolling shutter. It's an entry-level camera, and I shoot these cameras for wildlife. So I'm going to change a couple more settings and just keep playing with it and having fun. And isn't that what it's supposed to be all about, is having fun? It's getting really hot and a little bit humid out here. But man, that's a beautiful hummingbird just sitting up there. Nope, it's gone. So all the video that you're seeing that I'm shooting with the R8 is all handheld. This does not have IBIS in it, which is in-body image stabilization. It has digital stabilization for the video. To combat not having image stabilization inside the camera itself, keep a high shutter speed, plus it freezes the motion. Right now I'm shooting at a 3200 as my shutter speed, f10, and I personally like my ISO on auto. It's what works for me. I do shoot in both JPEG and RAW at the same time. I carry extra cards, and the reason I do that is I don't put everything in Lightroom. I go through it and I separate out the ones that I like, both the RAW and the JPEG. I dump everything else, and then I dump all the JPEGs and just process the ones that I liked. And as I'm going through those, there are still some that I may not process at all because I don't like them. But they look, the JPEG looks good, and with all these new cameras, the JPEGs are just amazing. Okay, here's one thing I've noticed. Is this focus system perfect? No, I think it's actually better on the R50, believe it or not. It's really, really, really good, and I'm getting some great shots. At least they look like they're great in here, but I don't judge it by what I see in here. I'll wait until I get home and put them on the computer. Another tip, and I know many people have mentioned this too, but if you're new, oh, and now I'm back to the 200 to 800. When you switch lenses, I keep the caps ready to go and make sure your camera is off. Is it going to hurt it if it's on? No, it's just going to get more. The sensor, when it's active, actually will attract some of the dust. My cameras on the Canons, I have them all set to clean the sensor when it turns off and when it turns on. I like doing that myself, but it takes a couple of extra seconds to set, but that's okay. So all the video, as I said, has been handheld. So all the video you've seen, all handheld, using the image stabilization that is both in the lens and the digital stabilization. The other thing I'll say about bags is the reason I like bags that open from the back is now I've got all kinds of dirt all over my back when I put my bag on. JonnyPink, thank you for letting me share with you guys. I'm gonna have several videos using this fun little camera. I'll have recommendations after all of it. I recommend that you get the best camera you can possibly afford, even if it's a little bit of a stretch. The capabilities of these things are fantastic. Entry-level cameras, though, do have entry-level capabilities. You can get great photos, and I haven't set it in auto, which is, I think, what some of these things are more designed for. I shoot everything in manual, but I keep some of those settings in auto, like filming on the R50. Love that camera. JonnyPink, give it a thumbs up. Share it with somebody if you think it's kind of cool. Hit the subscribe button if you have not. It's free. And leave me comments down below. I like answering the comments. I don't get to them immediately. I wait until I can sit there for 2 hours and answer all the comments and then do it again the next day. And so, JonnyPink, thank you again. We'll see you guys. Have a fantastic day. And let's fade out. Full frame, crop sensor, man, only you can decide that. With the crop sensor, you do have that perceived additional reach because you've got a smaller sensor, so a lot more information is crammed into a smaller sensor. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice backlight on that, and it's gone.